students, welcome back in your own chemistry class. We are studying chapter 5 surface chemistry. In last video we have discussed about what are colloids and classification of colloids. In last video we have discussed the classification on three bases. First, on the basis of DM means DM is dispersion medium. कि जो dispersion medium है वो क्या है? If the dispersion medium is water, then the sol are known as hydrosol. If the dispersion medium is alcohol, then the sol is known as the alkosol. If the dispersion medium is benzene, then the sol is known as the benzosol. And if the dispersion medium is air, then the sol is known as the alkosol, etc., etc. Second, on the basis of charge on dp, dispersed phase. Dispersed phase is positively charged or negatively charged. If dispersed phase is positively charged, then it is known as the positive sol, and if dp is negatively charged, then the sol is known as the negative sol. Here charge means not the ion, but charge means the charge surrounded around the dispersed phase. On the basis of physical state of the dp and dm means the dp and dm are solid or gas or liquid. We have discussed in last video. In this video we will discuss two other classification of colloids on the basis of size of dp and on the basis of affinity between the dp and dm. These two classification will be discussed in this video. Okay, on the basis of size of the dp, colloids are divided into three types: macromolecular, micromolecular, and associated colloids. See, macromolecular. Macro means large. Okay, so in macromolecular colloids means the size of dp is too large to get colloidal range, means the size already exists between the 1 nm to 1000 nm. The size of particles of dispersed phase lies between 1 nm to 1000 nm. Okay, itself. For example, all the natural substances like starch, protein, enzymes, polymers, hemoglobin. Size of these all the particles lies itself between 1 nm to 1000 nm. So these sols are known as the macromolecular sols. ठीक है, micromolecular, micro, or we can say this multimolecular also. Multimolecular colloids or sol. Multimolecular means the colloids with multi molecules, and micromolecular, both see. Micro means small. When the size of dp is very small, then many molecules aggregate and make a group of molecules, just like a bunch, this like. This is the one molecule of dispersed phase. This is very micro sized. So many molecules of this substance aggregated and make a group or aggregate. The size of this aggregate now becomes between 1 nm to 1000 nm. So this type of molecule or this type of colloid is known as the micromolecular or multimolecular. Size is micro and the complete colloid is multimolecular. So this is the multimolecular colloid. For example, sulfur, S8. The colloid of sulfur is S8. Here 8 sulfur particles are aggregated with each other. Okay, clear? Macro means large sized, micro means small size. The macromolecular sol itself have the size between 1 nm to 1000 nm, but in micromolecular the size of the particle is very small, so many molecules aggregated with each other to make a group, and now this group have the size 1 nm to 1000 nm. So these colloids are known as the micromolecular or multimolecular. Third one is associated colloids. Associated colloids means the colloids which on low concentration acts as electrolyte. Okay, on low concentration acts as electrolyte. When the concentration is increased, then the colloidal particles are aggregated or rearranged or associated with each other in a special structure like flower. This like flower. This type. This flower-like structure is known as micelle. Okay, these micelles are colloidal in nature. These micelles are formed on high concentration only. So associated colloids means the substances which acts as electrolyte on low concentration and as collide on high concentration are known as the associated colloids. So see, classification of source on the basis of particles or size of particles of dispersed phase. On this basis, sources are classified into three types. First is macromolecular source, means when the colloidal particles are large enough to maintain colloidal range, means 1 nm to 1000 nm itself are called macromolecular source. For example, proteins, enzymes, Arabic gum, starch, cellulose, proteins, etc. etc. The size of these particles is large enough. Large enough means lies between 1 nm to 1000 nm. One is clear? Okay. Second is micromolecular, or we can say multimolecular salts. When the colloid particles are made up of aggregate of molecules in the colloidal range, then the soul are called micromolecular source. In this source, the normal molecular size is less than 1 nm. Clear? Means the substance, the actual or normal molecular size is very short, very uh, tiny. So all the molecules of the substance are aggregated to make a bunch like structure, and the size of this bunch is comes between the colloidal range and make a soul. Then these are known as the micromolecular souls, or we can say multimolecular souls. For example, gold soul, sulfur soul, silver soul, etc. Okay. Next, associated colloids or micelles only. These are also known as micelles. Means the substances which behaves as electrolyte at lower concentration and behave as a colloid at high concentration are called associated colloids or micelles. Clear? The substances which behave as electrolyte at lower concentration and collide at higher concentration, okay, are called associated colloids and micelle. Now which concentration is required here? So see, concentration, we know that this concentration is CMC. CMC means critical micelle concentration. This concentration defines the lower and higher range. Suppose CMC is the concentration. Below the concentration, the substance behaves like electrolyte, and above the concentration behaves like colloid. Means we can say on the CMC or above than CMC, micelles are formed. Okay, so CMC is the minimum concentration required for the formation of micelles by the substance, or we can say the CMC is the minimum concentration of the substance to behave like colloids. Okay, and one more thing is Kraft temperature. Craft to temperature. Craft to temperature means the minimum temperature at which or above which micelles are formed, or we can say at the below or less than the craft temperature micelles are not formed, but at craft temperature or above craft temperature micelles are formed easily. So craft temperature is also an important boundary line or important feature for the micelle formation. Okay, CMC is the boundary line or minimum concentration to behave like colloidal nature, and craft tap is minimum temperature, craft temperature to make micelles. Okay, for example, for soap means C17 S35 COONA. This is the sodium stearate. It is known as the sodium stearate. For sodium stearate or soap, the CMC is 10 to the power minus 3 m molarity. Okay, means if the concentration of soap in water is less than 10 to the power minus 3, there is no any micelle. Why? See, if the concentration is low, suppose this is the solution, this is the water, and these are the part of particles of soap. If concentration is very low, then these soap particles move separately without any interaction between them. But if the concentration is high, then the number of particles or number of soap particles are much more in the solution. So at high concentration in soap, this is the polar head polar pole, and this is the and this is the non-polar part of the soap. The non-polar part are attracted by each other, so the soap particles are arranged in flower like structure like this and make a micelle. So at high concentration, micelle formation takes place, but not at lower concentration. So see, yeah, CMC is 10 to the power minus 3 means below the concentration of soap, then 10 to the minus 3 m micelle formation not takes place, while at higher concentration it occurs. Okay, see, this is the sodium stearate. We can show the structure of sodium stearate like in this way. This is the polar part. Here minus and positive charge is present, and here is no any positive or negative charge. It is totally hydrocarbon part. This hydrocarbon part is non-polar, while this part is polar. This part is known as tail, and this part is known as head. It is hydrophobic part, while it is hydrophilic part. When concentration is very less, then all the hydrophobic and hydrophilic parts are differentiated each other. But at higher concentration, hydrophobic part want to move from the water, but hydrophilic part wants towards the water, to move towards the water. So these are arranged here. It is the crowd of the micelle. Here any fatty part or oil droplets can be captured. So when soap is dissolved or soap is applied on the surface of any oil, then the soap particles are attached like in this way. The tail part is attached to the tail, to the oil droplet, and the head parts are towards water. When we rub the surface with the brush or with hand, then the oil droplet is attracted by the soap particles and make a complete a micelle. Here, these are the head part, and the tail parts are attached with this oil droplet. When we wash with water, then these are removed by the water and surface is clean. This is the surface without any fat or uh, but this is the surface with the oil droplet or with the. So the concentration at which, example ले रहे हैं हम soap का, the concentration at which Michels are formed is termed as critical Michel concentration or CMC, and the temperature at which Michels are formed is called Kraft temperature. The CMC for soap is 10 to the power minus 3 m. See, this is the Michel, this is the soap, this is the tail part, this is non-polar part or hydrophobic part, this is the head part, this is polar part, and dissolve or hydrophilic part. We can show this like in this way. This is the Michel, it is the core, it is hydrophilic head, and this is hydrophobic tail. Okay, so in this way we can say that the molecules with polar and non-polar part can make Michels. Means it is the requirement for Michel formation that molecule or substance should have polar and non-polar both types aggregately. Okay. Now we will discuss the mechanism of Michel formation. Let us take the example of soap solution. Soap or the detergents have a long hydrocarbon chain with ionic group on one end. For example, sodium stearate C17H35CO minus consists of two parts. A long hydrocarbon chain, this is having 17 carbons atoms, called the non-polar tail, which is hydrophobic, and a polar COO minus known as the head, which is hydrophilic. Similarly, the detergents like sodium dodecyl sulfate C12H25SO4 minus 2Na plus has 12 carbon saturated hydrocarbon tail and an ionic group SO4 minus 2 as the head. The soap or the detergent may be represented as like this. This is the head part and this is the tail part. The hydrocarbon chain R of the RO minus ions remains on the surface and the CO minus group is in water. At the critical Michel concentration, the anions are pulled into the bulk of the solution and the aggregate to form a spherical shape or flower-like structure. The hydrocarbon part remains towards the center and the CO minus part is pointing outward the surface. Okay, then at surface of the sphere, the aggregate thus formed is known as the ionic Michel and may contain 100 such ions like this. Okay, when dilution or concentration is low, then the structures like this, and at a high concentration Michels are formed. It is the core part, this is the hydrophilic or ionic part, and these are the hydrophobic or tail part of the soap. Now we will discuss the cleansing of the action of the soap. So see, what is cleaning action of the soap? The cleansing action of the soap and the detergent can be explained by the fact that the soap molecules form a Michel around the oil droplet. The hydrophobic part is pointing toward the oil droplet and the hydrophobic part towards water, just like Michels. The hydrophilic part of or polar part now interact with the water and the oil or the grease. Droplets surrounded by the stearate ions leaves the dirty surface and emulsion is thus formed and the oil or dust etc. is washed away. The cleansing action of the soap is depicted in the figure like this. See, this is the greasy surface and soap or solution is moving here and there, and then the tail part of the soap or detergent get attached on the greasy surface. When we rub it, then the grease particles or the oil particles are attracted by the soap, and on washing the grease particles are removed from the surface and surface is cleaned now. In this way, soap cleansing action of the soap or detergent takes place by the Michel formation. Clear? Next classification is on the basis of the physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium, or we can say dispersed phase or dispersion medium is solid, liquid or gas. There are 9 combinations from the gas or liquids. 9 types of solutions are present, but here only 8 types of solution, colloidal solutions are present, because the solution of gas in gas means when the dispersed phase and dispersion medium both are in gaseous state, they make a homogeneous solution, while the colloidal solutions means heterogeneous solution. So gas in gas is not a colloidal solution, it is a normal solution. So see with examples. First of all, when dispersed phase solid and the dispersion medium is gas. Okay, when solid is dissolved in gas, for example, this is the sol, aerosol भी कहते हैं इसको, aerosol. For example, smoke, dust in air. In smoke, some carbon particles or some dust particles are present in the air. So this is the aerosol. The dispersion medium is gas and solid particles are dissolved in gas. Liquid in gas, when liquid is dissolved in a gas. Okay, these are also known as the aerosol. For example, mist, smoke, fog. Okay, mist or kohra. Now in mist, oil, water droplets are uh, present in the atmosphere or in the air. The water droplet means liquid phase in air means gas. So this is the example of aerosol. Solid in liquid, this is the dispersion medium gas. Gas in gas is not present here. Now if dispersion medium is liquid, then three types of colloidal solids can be made: solid in liquid, liquid in liquid, and gel in gas in liquid. Solid in liquid salts, for example, all the metallic salts, for example, Au salt, Ag salts, paints, starch, gum, blood. Blood also, hemoglobin is present in the liquid part of the blood. So these are all the salts. Salts mean the colloidal solutions when solids are dissolved in a liquid part. Okay, these all the examples of the salts of solid in liquid. Now liquid and liquid, this is the special type of colloidal solutions and known as the emulsions, not salts. Emulsion means when the dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is also liquid. For example, milk, body lotions, means when both liquid states are dissolved with easier. For example, in milk, fat or uh, lipid area is liquid, oil, ghee, okay, and water is main part of the milk. Gas in liquid, gas in liquid means foam or cells, sols. For example, froth, cold drinks, whipped cream. Here also gas is present between the liquid. For example, in bakery products like cakes, in which inner part the gases are present, carbon dioxide is formed here. Now the three more are when the dispersed and dispersion medium is solid. If the dispersion medium is solid, then the dispersed phase can be solid, liquid or gas. If solid is present in solid, means dispersed phase is solid and dispersion medium is also solid, then these are known as the solid salts. For example, alloys, gemstones like ruby, and colored glasses, minerals, all are the solid salts in which many metals and many other solid substances are present in other solid part. Then liquid in solid. This is our an special type of colloidal solution known as the gel. See, emulsion means when both are liquid. Dispersion medium and dispersed phase both are liquid. While in gels, dispersed phase is liquid, but dispersion medium is solid. Okay, then these are known as the gel. For example, cheese, butter, paneer, or the jellies, है ना, crystalline water present in the lattice. These all are the type of gel. Gel means the liquid phase is dispersed in solid phase. And last one is the gas present in solid is also known as the solid. For example, cakes, pumic stone, or occlusion of hydrogen gas, or on the surface of PT. These all the examples of the gas in solids also. So we have seen here that on the basis of the physical state of the dispersed phase in dispersion medium, 8 types of salts can be formed. Here emulsion and gels are the special type of the colloids, and on the basis of size of the particles of the dispersed phase, there are 3 types of salts: micromolecular or multimolecular, macromolecular, and associated colloids or meshes. Clear? Thank you.